views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
You're listening to Inside the Mothership on Alien X Radio in Detroit, Michigan. Raw Talk Online in Tampa, Florida. 24.7 The Stream in Chicago, Illinois. And 920 WON The Apple in New York City, New York.
Easter, that's a weird tradition. Easter, the day Jesus rose from the dead. What should we do? How about eggs? Well, what does that have to do with Jesus? All right, we'll hide them. I don't follow your logic. Don't worry, there's a bunny.
What's it look like?
Can't get near enough to see it very well. Too hot. It's a whale of a size.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's something I haven't mentioned in all this excitement, but it's becoming more distinct. Perhaps you've caught it already on your radio. Listen, please.
Metal casing is definitely extraterrestrial. Not found on this Earth.
I can give you no authoritative information, either to their nature, their origin, or their purposes here on Earth. Also evident that these creatures have scientific knowledge far in advance of our own.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Easter Bunny version of Inside the Mothership. I am piloting solo today, so it might be a bumpy ride. You know, I don't have anybody helping out with navigation. You know, the deflector arrays, though, they will be deflecting. They'll be denying everything. They'll be denying everything. I mean, the deflector array will be denying everything. Gravitational plates will be gravitating. The inertia canceller canceling. And we'll be coloring eggs and hiding them in shoes and on the bookshelf and behind pillows. And we're going to have a good time. Why? Because it's Easter. I know it's Easter. Everybody's like chilling out at home right now. Hopefully you have already handled the egg situation. I mean, it is noon, right? I mean, it's noon, people. 12 noon. Now, everybody uses, a holiday as an excuse. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm just going to stay in bed. I'm going to stick around in bed. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to stay there. I'm not going to get up. You know what I'm saying? There's no need to wake up. I'm going to just stay dead to the world. Well, guess what? That's bullcrap, okay? Because the whole point of Easter, right? I mean, think about it. I'm telling you to wake up. Now, if Jesus could do it, you don't have an excuse. You could absolutely do it. So, get up, rise from the dead. It's time for the Easter edition of Inside the Mothership. Flying solo. That's right. So, anyway, I've got really nothing planned. So, we're just going to have a good time. We had to have something to do. There'll be Easter stuff. We're going to be talking about Easter primarily. The phone lines will be open the entire time, so if you have anything you want to add, if you have any stories about Easter, if you want to correct me, if you want to tell me the true story of Easter, or, where the idea of coloring eggs came from, whatever, I don't care. Give me a call, 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919. So, like I said, we're going to be talking about Easter, but there's other things that we're going to talk about. A 3-year anniversary. It's not a good one. We'll talk about that. It's amazing, too, that this just also happens to be the weekend of 420. And think about what will happen next year when the entire month of April will be 420. And then what happened on 420 of 420? Who knows? I just know that the day after, actually the night of, everybody's going to get the munchies and they're going to want some food. From 23EXP on Inside the Mothership.
Man, I'm hungry.
Listening to Inside the Mothership on Code Zero Radio in Des Moines, Iowa, RFN 1025 Northampton in the UK, WRPR Rat Pack Radio in St. Pete, Florida, and 920 WON The Apple in New York City, New York.
Never shine down my face.
You're always quick to lend a hand. Laser guide, we were sure that there would be nowhere to run, but you disarmed it with some gum and a paper clip. Oh, MacGyver, that's cool as hell. You got tethered shades on with your pocket shirts and your feathered hair, so smooth making the ladies stare. Race to the garbage, dig around till you find an old orange juice can, one nail and a rubber band, and from that he made a hoopty hand grenade. And that show is built on lies. Some of that just can't be real, no. One time he blurred a pilot's eyes with some fat chick's vanity meal, yeah. Oh, MacGyver, you're the star of an 80s show, and that was quite a while ago. Jump, jump, jump on the first thing that comes away because the few and far between. Oh, don't you see what I mean? Yeah. Oh, we're in a tight spot now. Way to go, MacGyver. Oh, no. Everybody just relax. I can figure a way out of this. These are standard issue handcuffs. Does anybody have a hairpin? I have a safety pin. Oh, okay, that'll work. Here we go. There we go. I got those cuffs off. Get everybody else here. All right. Now we got to defuse this warhead. So has anybody got, I don't know, blackjack gum will work, or if anybody's got Wrigley's. Wait a minute. What are you saying? What? Are you saying that you can defuse a warhead with chewing gum? Why? Do you have some? Look, dude, if you have some, give it to me. Oh, MacGyver, we were down and out and we had no plan, but you were quick to lend a hand. Yeah. Ratings diver, you were gone for a while, but you had a good run, and then we saw you again on SG1, but you'll never get away from the part you played. You'll never get away. To me, you'll always be, yeah. Oh, MacGyver, the dumpster diver. You're like a homeless Bond. Oh, MacGyver. Oh, MacGyver. You made a gun from some twine and a bottle of wine. You're MacGyver. Oh, MacGyver. Hey, Sal, let's book. How about I don't get sued for this? Oh, MacGyver. Oh, MacGyver. You're the homeless Bond. Ooh. Oh, MacGyver.
Yeah, little old MacGyver. I love that tune. That came from the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas a couple of years ago. Arcades Project performing live in studio. It was awesome. I do want to thank everybody for tuning in on Easter Sunday. That's right. You could be off doing other things, like looking for eggs or eating too much chocolate. These are all things that you could be doing, but instead, right now, well, actually, you could be doing that at the same time. That's what I'd be doing. That's what I'm doing. Actually, you know what? While most of you are running on hard-boiled eggs and chocolate bunnies, that's what you're living on this morning, I am running on 1 apple, 2 taquitos, and my 3rd cup of coffee. That's where I'm. This show is being brought to you by 1 apple, 2 taquitos, and a 3rd cup of coffee. What the second hour will be brought to you by, I don't know. But actually, it is my duty and privilege to inform you that this portion of the show is being brought to you by Ashley's of Westland. Come on into Ashley's on April 24th and help cast your vote to crown yet another brewery throwdown champion. It started with 16 breweries fighting for your vote to see who would move on in the March Madness-style bracket. Now, this week's 2 breweries are Rockford and Dragonmead. They'll be going head-to-head to see who will clinch their spot in the finals. Now, whoever wins that one is going to go up against Batch Brewing on 5/22 of this year. So, it's very exciting, man. It's coming down to the wire. Each beer that they sell from 5 to 11 will count towards their total, and the brewery's total at the end of the night will be all added up, and whoever wins, like I said, moves on for 5/22 to compete against Batch Brewing. Man, I can't even say Batch Brewing. I keep saying brewing. It's brewing, correct? Batch Brewing. There you go. On 5/22. Just remember that with good food and with good beer, everybody wins at Ashley's. That's Ashley's of Westland, Michigan's premier malted tap. Wow. Maybe I should have had 2 cups of coffee instead of 3. Right? Anyway. So, let's get into a little bit of this Easter stuff. Before we get back into. We're gonna play some extra music for your Vajir holes. I don't have a co-host today. I didn't really. So there's no just a few questions. There's no punchlines. I'm done. It's just me hanging out today. It's like whatever, chilling. 313-444-8919. Again, 313-444-8919. Give me a call. We can chat about whatever you like. Let me just set up this video stuff. Make it look all awesome and cool. There, look at that. Cool. Hopefully you're checking it out on Facebook Live and on YouTube Live, as well as listening on alienxradio.com, rawtalkonline.com, and UG Media in the UK. My fine live affiliates. And you'll be hearing the rebroadcast, the recast, if you will, on my other fine affiliates around the world. So, what is it? I don't get it. What is it about the eggs? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Is it at birth? Is it birth? Is that what that represents? Or I don't know, man. It's and they're hard-boiled and then coloring them. Okay, let's get into the coloring eggs. I'm sure that everybody out there is familiar with this concept. If you're not familiar with this concept, I don't know where exactly it is that you live. But when I was a kid, coloring the eggs was a thing, man. It was a big thing. I don't know if the kids today are still into it as much or if the parents are just kind of doing it, and they're living through the kids. I don't know. But I loved coloring the eggs. And, of course, we always used, the paz or whatever it was called, and dip the eggs down in the colored egg and would stain the eggs and all that. And one of my memories, which I thought was pretty cool, was my grandmother had this device, which is equivalent today to like a spiral slicer. Like you put like a potato in there, and you'd crank this thing, and the little razor blade would cut, and it would spiral slice come off the potato, go back and forth. Well, it was like that, except it didn't have a razor blade in it. It had a place to put ink pens, or markers and stuff. And you would put the hard-boiled egg in this device, and it would grab it like a lathe. And you would put the colored markers in, and you would push the markers in until it touched the egg. And then you would crank it, and it would spiral, turn the egg. And you could make different patterns and designs, that went perfectly around the egg. Different, stripes or whatever. And there was different, I don't know what the word is for it, little guides and stuff that would make it go back and forth. So you have different patterns, not just straight lines. But anyway, it was very, very cool. So it's just another example of how, it was, like I said, it was at my grandmother's house. So she had it long before I was drawing breath on this planet. So it just goes to show that, again, we were really into stuff. And as time goes, now it's pretty much, I remember the time, too, where we tried to take the easy way out. And it was just those plastic sleeves that you put over top of the egg. They were already printed with pictures and stuff. You had, like, famous cartoon characters and stuff. You didn't have to do anything. You just pull out this little plastic sleeve, you put it around the egg, and then you drop the egg into some hot water, and it would shrink it around the egg. And you pull out and go, look how cool this is. You didn't do anything. There's no art there. But anyway, we enjoyed coloring the eggs. It was a big deal. You know, some people would do 12 eggs. Some people would do 24 eggs. You know, I don't even know, man. We had so many eggs, it was ridiculous. Because we'd be having egg salad sandwiches and deviled eggs and everything all after. Just constantly eating eggs. And yes, there was a lot of stinkiness. I'm just saying. Speaking of stinkiness, you got to find all the eggs. People, you got to find all the eggs. You're hiding the eggs for your kids to look for these things, right? Now, like I said, if you're not hiding a lot of eggs, then it's pretty easy for you to keep track of all the eggs. But I'm telling you right now, my parents used to hide a lot of eggs. Okay? You know, I'm sure that they started at like 4 dozen eggs. I'm sure. Okay? And they would be hidden all over the house. Some of them at very obvious places and others not so obvious. Now, there were a few years where, you know, they looked concerned. You know, and I remember them having a discussion saying, well, we hid this many eggs. Yeah, how many did we find? We found this many. Well, that's not the same number. Wait, that's not right. Okay, did anybody eat any eggs? No, nobody ate any of the eggs yet. Okay, nobody ate the eggs. So we're missing, what, 1 egg? 1 egg is enough. You know what I'm saying? 1 egg is enough. Because when you can't find it, and time goes by, you will eventually find it. It will make its presence known. I'm just saying, it's an egg. Remember, it's an egg. And it's going to get stinky. So, if you're going to hide a lot of eggs, either hide them in obvious places, or you got to draw a map. You got to draw a map, or put a list. Okay, this one was hidden here, this one was hidden here, this one was hidden here. I remember one year we couldn't find one of the eggs. We found it before it started getting stinky and everything because what happened is they had put it in a shoe that's not worn every day. It's just not a normal shoe that gets worn all the time. You know what I'm saying? So it got sat there and nobody thought about it until that day that they go to use that shoe. And he puts his foot in the shoe. Oh, what's this in the shoe? Oh, it's that egg. We found the egg. Yay, that egg is here. Why do we... I don't understand where it started from. I mean, it was cool. We had fun as a kid. Okay, don't get me wrong. I'm a kid and everything. Like, hey, this is what we're going to do. We're going to color eggs. Okay? Why? It's for Jesus. We're coloring eggs for Jesus? Okay. All right. I'm with you. Let's do this. Okay? So we put the colors on the eggs and we hid the eggs all over the place. And then, of course... The prize, you're keeping your eye on the prize. The end game for Easter was not, of course, going to visit the relatives. He didn't care about that. It was the Easter basket. The basket. You had to find that, too. They always hid that. But it was, it's a basket. Where you can't really hide that too many places. It's usually, okay, it's behind the curtains. There it is. Boom. The basket. Because the basket was filled with all the goodies, okay? Eggs are eggs. But the basket had the chocolate rabbit in it. It had all the little candy eggs in it. It had, it was filled with goodies. And the older you got, you'd get different kinds of goodies, like things you can use, like headphones. Or something like that, They give you little things in there. There's usually like a stuffed animal. But there's a lot of stuff in there, man. The Easter basket. A lot of times you get the pre-made Easter basket. And other times you'd be like, no, I'm buying a basket, I'm buying the grass, and I'm buying all these things individual that are particular to the person that I'm giving them to, and I'm putting them all together, putting a big bow on it. Boom, Easter basket. That's what we used to get. Fancy Easter basket. And then we would just eat and eat and eat all this garbage. Now, is that good for you? No, it's not good for you. That's why we only do it once a year. Oh, wait. Then there's Halloween. We do that too. Oh, wait. And then there's Valentine's Day. Oh, yeah. We're just eating candy all the time. If we ever get the urge to eat some candy, we'll invent a holiday just so that we can eat some candy. That's what it seems like. We attach candy to every holiday. It's gonna be the new thing. It's President's Day. Well, what are you going to do? Sweet tarts. That's what we do. We do sweet tarts on President's Day. Why? Because it's tradition now. Why? Just 'cause. It's candy. So anyway, we are just about time for a break. And that's a good thing because I'm still dancing around here. Chocolate buzz. Okay, I've got a caffeine buzz at the moment, but have you ever experienced the chocolate buzz that you would get from eating all the say, chocolate eggs or the chocolate bunnies around Easter time? I have never really understood the chocolate buzz thing. There's supposedly, there's caffeine in chocolate. I understand, but I never associate that with a buzz. But then again, I don't remember much, Maybe that's why. Maybe you're like, I blacked out. I don't even remember. Because I was a kid bouncing off the walls. On my, third chocolate bunny. But I'm going to talk about what is my favorite Easter candy when we return. But it is time. That's right. We got to take a short break. Do I have any bump music? Yeah, I do. Play this in the background here. My favorite Easter candy when we come back. And how it started off as one, and now there's like a million versions. But just like Taco Bell, doesn't matter how many items are on the menu, there's only a couple of ingredients. It's only a handful of ingredients shared from all the different versions. So it's the same thing, just different versions of it. Anyway, we'll talk about that when we come back to the Easter version of Inside the Mothership. I'm Ailing Stone.
For food, friends, and entertainment. Stop in on Mondays for $5 burgers, Tuesdays for $3 pints and trivia, Wednesdays for $5 pizza, and don't forget to stop by on Saturday nights to visit our own DJ Wild Bill and Sporkle Live. Order delivery online with Grubhub and Uber Eats at Ashley's.com. Ashley's of Westland is located at 7525 Wayne Road in Westland, Michigan. Ashley's of Westland, Michigan's premier multi-tap. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. Top 10 Artists 23 EXP releases their 11-song debut album, Welcome, featuring songs like Siren. This album is guaranteed to satisfy your hunger with songs like Food. Welcome by 23 EXP is available right now at CD Baby, Amazon, Spotify, Pandora, and wherever music is sold. And yes, this album includes the #1 song, Stand Up. Welcome by 23 EXP. Get it today. Beat the monster that's inside.
Oh my God. What have I done? What have I done?
Look at the turning wheel.
The Alignment, the latest CD from The Creeping Chaos, featuring Dead in the Water. Dead in the water. Beg for mercy and Under the Blade. We live our lives under a blade. Available now at iTunes, CD Baby, and Rock of Ages in Garden City.
Are you looking for a way to get your message out there? Have you been looking for just the right way to advertise your business, website, or upcoming event? Have you thought about advertising on the radio but thought it would be too expensive? Well, you should try advertising on Alien X Radio. We have advertising packages for every budget starting as low as $30 per month. That's right, radio advertising for as little as $1 a day. You don't have a commercial? No problem. Our copywriting and production department can create a radio spot complete with voiceovers, sound effects, and music that's just right for your needs. And unlike other stations, the production is included. So what are you waiting for? Just visit www.alienxradio.com and click on the advertisers link to get a look at our packages and rates. Then contact us at advertising@alienxradio.com. That's advertising@alienxradio.com.
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right, Igor here with the final ingredient for love.
Igor's lube?
Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing.
Thanks, Igor.
And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
This is the peak hour for stoned teenagers.
Broadcasting directly into your brain. The gravitational plates are gravitating, the inertia canceller is canceling, and the deflector array is deflecting.
Excuse me?
You have been beamed aboard, and you are now inside the mothership with Alien Stone.
Peter Cottontail. Up and down the bunny trail, hippity hoppity, Easter's on its way.
Welcome back, everybody, to Inside the Mothership. Flying it solo today, folks. The unit on holiday for Easter, of course, with his family. We'll be going to dinner a little bit later on. Right now, though, coffee is pretty much the only thing keeping me moving forward. We're just making it up as we go. I did tell you I was going to talk about what is my favorite Easter candy. And if I just say the company name, that pretty much covers it, but with some exceptions. I'm going to say Reese's. Okay? Reese's. I love me some Reese's peanut butter cups. Love them. Love me some Reese's peanut butter cups. Now, I don't care what shape you make them. Christmas time, they're in the shape of Christmas trees. Love them, eat them. Here at Easter time, they're in the shape of eggs, and they're also in the shape of bunnies. And remarkably, they taste exactly the same. So like I said, it does not matter the shape that a Reese's is in. It is a delicious treat. Love me some Reese's. Just saying. Now, that being said, I do not like Reese's Pieces. The fake, the peanut butter, I don't know, the Reese's version of the M&M, but with peanut butter. I don't like them. I'm not a fan. I'm just saying I never would have gotten caught by Elliot if I was E.T. because I would not have followed the trail. I'd have been like, ugh, I don't like them. I'd go the other way. The movie would have been completely different. Could have been the horror movie that it was supposed to be. Think about that. E.T. was supposed to be a horror film. E.T., phone home. No, you're running from home because E.T. was going to kill you. Can you imagine if they had gotten their way and made that a horror film? Anyway, like I said, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, man. And they've got, I had one of the bunnies today, or yesterday, rather. And it was a little bit different. They changed it up. Now, a long time ago, there was a candy bar that we could get was called PB Max. Loved PB Max. Stand for Peanut Butter Max, right? Peanut Butter Maximum. And I freaking loved them because the outside was chocolate, as it is with, a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. But you notice that when you break open a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, the peanut butter inside it's a kind of a drier peanut butter. You know what I'm saying? It's not like if you open a jar of peanut butter, that's a very different kind of. That's a more buttery peanut butter. Well, that's what used to be in the Peanut Butter Max, the PB Max. When you could crush it, and it was actual peanut butter inside it, and it was friggin' delicious. I loved it. Well, when I tried these Reese's bunnies, that was how it was. They crushed it inside with real peanut butter. And I was like, okay, now we're talking. Now we are definitely talking. Reese's just keeps getting better. But yeah, they keep making those Reese's Pieces. That's fine, though. That's fine. The people who like them, they can have them all. They can have all of those. You can have all of them. I am going to stick with... actually, what I prefer is just a Hershey's bar dipped in actual peanut butter. I mean, have you ever had that? It's freaking delicious. Absolutely. But, if you don't have that, you have to make a sacrifice. And if you're going to have to sacrifice, I guess a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup is a pretty good way to go. Anyway, Sacrifice by John LeBang inside the Mothership. Happy Easter, everybody.
Once upon a time, but now you wanna go. You said you didn't know. Take all music away. You don't have the time to make a sacrifice. Holding my life all around you. Make me decide to sacrifice. You said it would never change, that things would be the same. I called you on the phone, you are never home. I used to see you all the time, but now you're hard to find.
Running a strange program, y'all.
You're listening to Inside the Mothership on United Sounds
Choice Amsterdam in the Netherlands.
United Talk Radio, Norwich, Connecticut. Prodcore Radio, Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And UG Media in the UK.
Show just who you're trying to be. 'Cause your filth just cuts me to the bone. Show you a pain you never know. Oh. No, I will not remember who I am. No, I will not bow the other man. No, I will not sing what I believe. No, I will not give what he says. See the truth here and now I pray. Don't make your worst mistake. You will go on your way.
Come on, Peter. Peter Cottontail. Up and down the bunny trail. Hippity hoppity, Easter's on its way.
This house is full of ghosts anymore. Those who come and go through its door.
You guys jam. You have been beamed aboard, and you are now inside the mothership with Alien Stone. If you or someone you know would like to be a guest on the show, just shoot us an email and tell us why you should be inside the mothership. Send it to alienstone at alienxradio.com. Out of this world entertainment is now in your face from outer space.
When you call, they actually answer the phone and talk to you.
All right, welcome back, everybody. You are now inside the mothership. I'm your host, Alien Stone. Flying solo today, D unit, off on holiday. He's off on holiday. That's for you, Amanda. I know that you think that my British accent is rubbish, as you said, and I agree. It is. Absolutely. Remember, I don't speak no English over here. I speak American. American! Speak American! It's a very different thing. Anyway, blah, 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 right? Anyway, let's get... Where are we at in here? Oh, we're about to finish up this hour. That's right. So, we've been talking about Easter. We've been talking about chocolate. We've been talking about eggs and hiding them and them stinking. Now, let's talk for a moment. What's up? What's up with the rabbit? I mean, really, what is up with the rabbit? What's that got to do with anything? Is that, again, okay, the egg, birth, rabbit, doing it? I don't know. I don't get it. It's never been explained to me. I am reaching the point of old manhood, and I still have not been received the information as to really why is it a rabbit? Why is it a bunny? I still don't really know the eggs. Why do we color them? Why do we hide them? I don't get it. I mean, because basically, whenever anybody, whenever I hear about the things about Easter, of course, I do think of the Jim Gaffigan thing, this thing.
Easter, that's a weird tradition. Easter, the day Jesus rose from the dead, what should we do? How about eggs? Well, what does that have to do with Jesus? All right, we'll hide them. I don't follow your logic. Don't worry, there's a bunny. Ridiculous.
I don't get any of that. You know what I'm saying? And Gallagher once, he said it too. He's like, hey, man, I don't understand. He goes, why would we choose eggs and then give them to an animal that hops? He's jumping up and down. Give me the eggs. Give me the eggs. Give me the eggs. Well, that's why we hard boil them and put them in a basket full of grass. Okay, it protects them. Whatever. I'm just happy because there's going to be egg salad sandwiches and deviled eggs later. That's all. I'm happy for that. Even though the egg salad sandwiches are going to look a little weird because every time that you dye those eggs, man, somehow it still leaks in there and the white part of the egg gets colored a little bit from the coloring. So even when you pull off all the shell, you're left with this multicolored egg. It's kind of trippy out, weird looking. So when you make your egg salad sandwiches, there's little speckles of color in it and stuff. It's like getting sprinkles. It's like getting sprinkles on your egg salad sandwich. Time to take a short break. Pause in the action for station identification. Sprinkles are for winners. And you're a winner for listening to Inside the Mothership. We'll be back after this.
Ashley's of Westland, the best for food, friends, and entertainment. Stop in on Mondays for $5 burgers, Tuesdays for $3 pints and trivia, Wednesdays for $5 pizza, and don't forget to stop by on Saturday nights to visit our own DJ Wild Bill and Sporkle Live. Order delivery online with Grubhub and Uber Eats at ashleys.com. Ashley's of Westland is located at 7525 Wayne Road in Westland, Michigan. Ashley's of Westland, Michigan's premier multi-tap.
Are you looking to bring the karaoke experience to your next event? Have you looked at the home karaoke systems and found them to be just toys? Well, Alien Stone Entertainment Karaoke has professional equipment, professional sound, and delivers a professional karaoke experience. Don't settle for hundreds of songs when you can have tens of thousands. From oldies, Motown, and R&B to rock, metal, alternative, rap, and country, Alien Stone Entertainment Karaoke has it all. Alien Stone Entertainment Karaoke is available for private parties as well as bars, clubs, and other special events. For booking, call 734-658-2746. That's 734-658-2746. Or visit us online at www.alienstoneentertainment.com. Alienstone Entertainment. Out of this world karaoke, down to earth prices.
The Paul Farah Comedy Show on Alien X Radio every Monday at 8 p.m. ET. Tune in for comedy guest music and a whole load of madness erupting on the airwaves. The Paul Farah Comedy Show. Let the mayhem commence.
Captain, I'm picking up a strange anomaly.
Mr. Tukok, what is it? It appears to be a primitive form of communication that is traveling through space, Captain.
Captain, I've traced the source of the transmission.
On screen. Damn it, Jim. That's Earth.
Captain, a signal's coming in.
On speaker.
The John LeBang Show is on every Saturday and Sunday at 8 p.m. right here on Alien X Radio.
Fascinating. I told you not to mess with the space-time continuum.
Let me ask you this. Do you have a problem with animals constantly running out in front of your vehicle?
Yeah, little kids too.
Well, put away the water hose and disinfectant for good, because the humane people at Canine Killers have a solution for you. It's called the Bumper Bib. Bumper Bib protects your vehicle from unsightly scratches and blood splatter resulting from high-velocity impacts with small, fuzzy creatures. Bumper Bib. Pick up a case today.
Me and my lady want to get busy tonight. What do you recommend?
Igor's Lube. I got my fist stuck in a gravy boat. Any ideas on how I can get it out? Igor's Lube.
The hinges on my cabinet doors are squeaky. What should I use?
Igor's Lube.
I got dry, flaky elbows.
Igor's Lube.
Okay, but what if I'm being held hostage by a supervillain in an underground lair with a ticking time bomb and only seconds left until detonation? What would save me then, huh?
Igor's Lube.
That's right. Everything is smoother with Igor's Lube.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Broadcasting directly into your brain. You have been beamed aboard and you are now inside the mothership with Alien Stone. Resistance is futile.
Probing is not allowed.
Easter, that's a weird tradition. Easter, the day Jesus rose from the dead. What should we do? How about eggs? Well, what does that have to do with Jesus? All right, we'll hide them. I don't follow your logic. Don't worry, there's a bunny. It's ridiculous.
All right, welcome back, everybody. You are now inside the mothership. Thanks for being beamed aboard. We beamed you aboard at 12 noon Eastern. Easter. Get it? Easter. No. 12 noon Eastern. Right here on Alien X Radio. Raw Talk Online and UG Media. We are live on those three stations. And then, of course, we are heard around the world on our fine affiliates. All over the place, like WOM, the Apple in New York, and so on and so on. 102.7 in Chicago. Yes, we love all of our affiliates, and I mean that's why we have all these great taglines for them throughout the course of the show, letting you know that we are heard on all of these stations. And by all means, go check out these stations. You know, you're like, well, what's the difference if we listen to your show on your station or if we listen to your show on their station. And, well, of course, I want you to listen to my show on my station. My show is replayed on their station, so go over to their station to listen to the replay of my show. And then also, just check out the other shows that they play on their station, because they have shows that are different than the ones that are on my station. And vice versa, you know what I'm saying? So that's the whole point of this whole internetworking thing, is like, you know, we help each other out. We play each other's shows. We play each other's music. And because of that, I've got emails that come in all the time asking me about bands that are played on my show and bands that are played on my station. And these emails are coming from Italy and Germany and the UK, all over the place. And these bands are local to my area. And what is the chances of them being heard in all these other countries if there isn't some kind of an interlocking network of global broadcasters? And that's what the whole point of this thing is. That is the whole friggin' point, people. You got to get involved with this. We've been given the power to do this without having to be some billion-dollar corporation. We have the ability to do this, so let's do it. Let's do it. If you're in a band and you want your music to be heard, then by all means submit your music to the station. You can do that by sending an MP3. Please make sure that it is an MP3. Please make sure that the name of your band and the name of the song are included in the title of that MP3. Don't give me an MP3 that says, "The Rising Sun Shall Fall." Okay? Is that the name of your band, or is that the name of the song? I need both so that I know which is which. A bio would be nice, so I can at least tell somebody, yeah, they're from Chicago, or they're from California, or wherever. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to send that MP3 to newmusic@alienxradio.com. Again, that's newmusic@alienxradio.com. That's how I accept all of the submissions. And I think today I'm going to actually play some of the submissions that didn't fit into the genre of the station to be put into rotation necessarily. But here on Inside the Mothership, the Easter edition, we're doing whatever the hell we want to do, right? Whatever the hell we want to do. What do you mean we? Whatever the hell I want to do. So, yeah, I'm gonna just, like, start right off the bat with that. There was a chick. There's always a chick, right? She goes by the name of Maida, I think is how you say her name. Maida? M-A-I-D-A. I don't know. She didn't include a whole lot of information. So you can look her up, like I said, M-A-I-D-A. And she has a song called Last Call. Now, I think if this is the one I'm thinking of, the reason why I didn't make it into the station is it's a little bit country. It's a little bit country. But, again, this is Inside the Mothership. So, a little bit of country inside your vajir holes on Inside the Mothership.
Empty streets, it's all over. I'm sitting on the tailgate at the dead end, holding on to the memories. Somehow the limelight seems to bend. Hey bartender, pour me a strong one, and please make her sweet and very tall. Time for the last call. Just a time for the last call. trees and the street lights are the only thing that light up our way. Hold on, come a little closer as the rain begins to fall. Come on over, we won't be alone. I will give you my shoulder just to lean time for the last call.
You're listening to Inside the Mothership on Pure Rock Radio, Aberdeen, Saskatchewan, Canada. 97.1 KGSB FM, Get Smashed Radio, Seattle, Washington. IRN Internet Radio Network, Largo, Florida. And Good Talk Radio in Denver, Colorado.
Moon shining bright, another Friday night. Tear-filled eyes reflecting the light from the river of emotions flowing over my heart. My love has run off away on his own. Walked down the street, left me standing alone. Out in the yard, what a beautiful sight. He left me sitting here in teardrops, mud puddles of teardrops. He left me sitting here in teardrops, pouring out of my eyes. Crying in the moonlight, I'll be crying in the morning light. Tears of pillows, night after night. Endless water pouring out of my eyes. Treading the water full of pain and despair. Now the sun comes up every day, and I wake up to find this different place where he used to be a part of my life. He's got me laying here in teardrops, mud puddles of teardrops. He's got me laying here in teardrops, rolling down on my eyes. The moon won't dry them, but neither will the sunshine. Day by day, night after night, I can't stop these emotions inside. I can't stop this tear flow from my eyes. Helpless inside, I can't go on living this way. You got me standing in teardrops, mud puddles of teardrops. You got me standing in teardrops, pouring out of my eyes. Teardrops, you got me swimming in teardrops, treading water in teardrops, rolling out of
Laurie Hardman and The Ending. The name of that group. Teardrops. The name of the tune. And like I said, I get submissions for music all the time. And just because it's not of the hard rock genre that we play in standard rotation on the station doesn't mean that your music will not be used at some point in one of these other shows like Inside the Mothership or the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space, or any of our affiliates may also get a link or so to some of this music, and it can get used in other shows. Because as you can see now, that music did not fit the genre of the station, but there's nothing wrong with that music. I mean, it's good quality, recorded well, it's written well, it's just of a different genre. And this particular show, like I said, it's on many different stations in syndication. And these stations all represent many different genres of music as well as shows. So that's why these particular shows I'd like to use some of this stuff in. And I'm going to do that again with another one of these songs. This tune is called All I See Is Blue. Now, this was saved onto the hard drive, and again, I can't stress to you enough that you need to include the name of your group or your artist name in the title of the MP3 as well as the name of the song. Because once it gets recorded onto a hard drive, it is no longer attached to an email that has your name on it, and that email may become lost. So that is what has occurred with this song. So, that being said, this is of another genre that does not normally get played on this station at all. We're going to be jumping tracks big time on this one. But I wanted to show you that we will take care of all different genres. We'll play all different kinds of music and promote different people. But you've got to help us promote you by including the name of your band in the title of the MP3. I cannot tell you the name of the band because I do not know. But All I See Is Blue is the name of the song, and you are inside the Mothership.
And all I see is my main thing. Is my vision right? Tell me if it's right, cause I don't know what is right. I know it flows through the ocean, but now I feel it in motion. Is my vision right? Yeah, my vision right. I'm seeing clearly now. Now it's out in the open. Now it's out in the open. Now I can see the connection. Was it just attention? Hopefully the vibe stay complete. Let's go far away. Driving till the day. Start it out, start it out. Till the morning. I'm just feeling good. What you do to me? All I see is blue. Let's go far away.
You have been beamed aboard and you are now inside the mothership with Alien Stone. Warning, this show may cause intense bursts of laughter, insightful thinking, and moments of utter confusion. But don't worry, we have that effect on most humans, broadcasting directly into your brain.
See, when I have to navigate all by myself, there's no co-host here. I do all kinds of crazy stuff, man, bouncing off of asteroids and stuff. But do not worry, the gravitational plates are gravitating. The inertia canceller is canceling. The deflector array is just giving you that disclaimer right there saying why it's a bumpy ride. It wasn't me, man. It wasn't me. Okay, it was me. All right, fine. I take the blame. The full blame. Why? Because I'm controlling everything here. So anyway, this shouldn't even be playing, see? Because I'm by myself, there should be a different piece of music in here because I'm not doing the punchlines. Yet the music for the punchlines is playing. And I'm now revealing the man behind the curtain, and I shouldn't do that. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Happy Easter, everybody. It's the Easter edition of Inside the Mothership, or some variants thereof. A couple of things I just want to point out here. A couple of things. Number one, sadly, in addition to, I don't know what, I don't actually, I don't know the number of years or whatever, the anniversary of Jesus' death or his resurrection. What would just, the number of years, I don't know. But I do know that sadly, it is also the 3rd year anniversary of the death of the artist known as Prince. 3 years ago. Doesn't seem like 3 years. Seems like it was just like didn't that just happen? But 3 years ago, Prince died. 2016. I don't know. It's wild. It's wild. Now, on a happier note, and still in the realm of anniversaries, a big giant thank you and congratulations goes out to the one and only Mr. John LeBang, who celebrated his 5-year anniversary of having his show right here on Alien X Radio, his home station. And it has been an honor and a privilege to be the station to be his home station and to air his show for him every single week. I love his show. The listeners love his show. His show is purely original content. His specials are incredible. If you've ever heard any of his specials, these are like watching full-length Hollywood films in your mind just off of the audio. And it's really very, very high quality. He does an excellent job around here, and we love John LeBang. And congratulations and a thank you to him on his 5-year anniversary here on Alien X Radio. And a lot of these other stations, of course, they know who I'm talking about because he is well syndicated as well now on stations all around the world, as he should be. As he should be. And we played some of his music earlier, too, because he's a musician. Maybe I'll play another song from him as well, but like I said, congratulations to him. So, that all being said, see, we had a sad note, and then we had a really sad note, then a sad note, and then we had a happy note. Ain't that special? Well, it is. So anyway, what I wanted to say is that tomorrow on the show, the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space, I'm going to have an artist. He's going to call in. We're going to do an interview. His name is Sun. S-O-N, Sun. And he's got a tune called Y&M. That's his latest single. And he's going to give us a call tomorrow during the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space. So tune in for that. We're going to talk to him about his single, how you can get in touch with him, how you can book him, how you can see him, how you can get his music, and what Sun is all about. That being said, the following Monday, another artist who recently submitted his music to the station, we've got Sal the Musician. He'll be joining us on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space on the 29th. So you want to tune in for that. And just to give you kind of a little hint of what Sal the Musician is all about, this is his tune called Low, and you are inside the Mothership.
People I love are fading. Relationships have no meaning. My world has started spinning. My heart has lost all feeling. I feel I'm sinking lower and lower and lower. My surroundings getting colder and colder and colder. Everything's becoming slower and slower and slower. I think I'm gonna go when I hit the next new low. Nobody cares, you're delusional. Stop doing this for attention. Nobody cares, you're delusional. Stop doing this for attention. Things I love the most are fading. Moments I love have no meaning. Places I love have started spinning. My life has lost all feeling. I feel I'm sinking lower and lower and lower. My surroundings getting colder and colder and colder. Everything's becoming slower and slower and slower. I think I'm gonna go when I hit the next new low. Times like this you gotta reach out for a helping hand. Cry for help even though it hurts just to stand. I know you say you got nothing in this life of yours. A broken soul in the moment right before it soars. Higher and higher and higher. Woman, woman, woman. Faster and faster and faster. I think I'm gonna stay higher and higher. Woman, woman, woman. Faster and faster and faster. I think I'm gonna stay.
And that's Sal the Musician, Low, the name of the tune. Like I said, on the 29th, tune into the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space right here on AlienXRadio.com or Facebook.com or YouTube.com. And we will have an interview with him, as well as, don't forget, tomorrow on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space on the same websites that I just mentioned. We will be talking to, Sun. Sun will be calling in tomorrow, and we'll be talking about his latest single, Y&M. So, make sure that you tune in for those. That all being said, it is the Easter edition of Inside the Mothership, and I don't even know if I want to call it Inside the Mothership, because it's so unformatted. This is nothing like the regular show. This is more like just a random whatever. I hid all the stories like I would hide Easter eggs. Okay, so I guess I should inform you all that we are getting ready to go into the last portion of the show, which we also call the home stretch, which is being brought to you by Ashley's of Westland. Come on into Ashley's on April 24th and help cast your vote to crown yet another brewery throwdown champion. It started with 16 breweries fighting for your vote to see who would move on in the March Madness style bracket. This week's two breweries, Rockford and Dragonmead, will be going head-to-head to see who can clinch their spot in the finals. Each beer that they sell from 5 to 11 will count towards that brewery's total, and at the end of the night, they'll tally them up and declare a winner to move on. And they will go against Batch Brewing on 5/22. Ooh. We're coming up to the finals, everybody. Just remember that with good beer, everybody wins. At Ashley's, that's Ashley's of Westland, Michigan's premier multi-tap. So, what else do we need to cover? What else occurred this weekend besides we had Good Friday, and then we had Easter, but there was a day right in between those two of those. Seems to me like it was some kind of a holiday there. What would that have been? Could it be 420? That is correct, everybody. It was 420. Snoop Dogg dressed as an Easter bunny. I love it. Yes, it's photoshopped. I know it's photoshopped, but I love it anyway. Did you see the one where it was like Prince Harry or whatever? They did him too, so they just changed the face on whoever they want. And he's got the basket full of buds. Can you imagine a Cadbury egg that has edible in it? So when you crack it open, it's green inside. And then it gets you all stoned, and then you just eat jelly beans the rest of the day. And you can't stop. Don't hide anything, because then you'll never find it. Just saying. We'll be back right after this for the home stretch on Inside the Mothership.
Ashley's of Westland, the best for food, friends, and entertainment. Stop in on Mondays for $5 burgers, Tuesdays for $3 pints and trivia, Wednesdays for $5 pizza, and don't forget to stop by on Saturday nights to visit our own DJ Wild Bill and Sporko Live. Order delivery online with Grubhub and Uber Eats at ashleys.com. Ashley's of Westland is located at 7525 Wayne Road in Westland, Michigan. Ashley's of Westland, Michigan's premier multi-tap.
My God, what have I done? What have I done?
Look at the turning wheel.
The Alignment, the latest CD from The Creeping Chaos, featuring Dead in the Water.
Dead in the water.
Beg for Mercy and Under the Blade.
We live our lives under a blade.
Available now at iTunes, CD Baby, and Rock of Ages in Garden City.
One for the gas.
And now, the moment you've been waiting for. Top 10 Artists 23 EXP releases their 11-song debut album, Welcome, featuring songs like Siren, This album is guaranteed to satisfy your hunger with songs like Food. Welcome by 23 EXP is available right now at CD Baby, Amazon, Spotify, Pandora, and wherever music is sold. And yes, this album includes the #1 song, Stand Up. Welcome by 23 EXP. Get it today.
The monster that's inside.
Are you looking for a way to get your message out there? Have you been looking for just the right way to advertise your business, website, or upcoming event? Have you thought about advertising on the radio but thought it would be too expensive? Well, you should try advertising on Alien X Radio. We have advertising packages for every budget starting as low as $30 per month. That's right, radio advertising for as little as $1 a day. You don't have a commercial? No problem. Our copywriting and production department can create a radio spot complete with voiceovers, sound effects, and music that's just right for your needs. And unlike other stations, the production is included. So what are you waiting for? Just visit www.alienxradio.com and click on the advertisers link to get a look at our packages and rates. Then contact us at advertising at alienxradio.com. That's advertising at alienxradio.com.
Donna, is that a bottle of Igor's lube?
I wish you would just ring up my stuff without all the questions.
I heard there are millions of uses for that stuff.
I only have one.
Have you ever tried playing a naked game of Twister all covered in this stuff?
Can't say that I have.
This stuff will really help to get you out of a tight spot. Or into one, if you know what I mean. Huh?
Are you almost finished?
Just waiting for the bag boy.
Igor?
And don't forget that my lube comes in 1 ounce, 5 ounce, 1 pint, and 1 gallon sizes. So you can feel free to try out that naked twister thing. Uh-huh. Now see, I told you.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
Keep it up. Rock the house.
Warning. Continued usage may cause the uncontrollable desire to wash your ears out with soap. You have been beamed aboard and you are now inside the mothership with Alien Stone. Out of this world entertainment is now in your face from outer space.
You guys kick ass.
Peter Cottontail. Up and down the bunny trail, hippity hoppity, Easter's on its way.
Let's rock this joint.
Welcome back, everybody. You are now inside the mothership for the home stretch. I am Alien Stone flying solo today. D-Unit on holiday. Taking a little Easter vacation with his family. As he should. Just saying. The man works hard. And he has to put up with just a few questions all the time. Which I don't have this week, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a previous Just a Few Questions. Now, I'm wondering which one should I play? Should I play the Just a Few Questions from just this last week, which was called Extreme Teabagging? Or should I play the Just a Few Questions from 1 year ago tomorrow? To see kind of where my mind was at 1 year ago. That one is called Have You Ever or Never? I'm thinking, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that's the one I'm going to do. Since we're doing anniversaries here, you know what I'm saying? It's John LeBang's 5-year anniversary. It's 30-year anniversary of Prince's death. Now I think I'm going to do the 1-year anniversary. Well, it's not the 1-year anniversary, but 1 year ago today. Tomorrow, actually. 1 year ago tomorrow. Just a Few Questions. That's coming up. But first, we got to do some more music for the Vajir Holes. And remember, people, it's Easter, so you have to get up. You have to rise. You know what I'm saying? You have to rise. Why? You're like, oh, I'm so tired. I just want to stay down. Well, Jesus can do it. And he was dead. So you don't have an excuse. You got to get your butt up. Even if you got to crawl out of bed. Wow, I'm really working to try to get the song in. Really working it. So much so, listen to say everything I just said. From Canada, the band Crawl, the song Rise. And just because you're having a 420 hangover is no reason to stay in bed. It's inside the mothership. Wow.
listening to Inside the Mothership on Mile High Radio in Denver, Colorado. K98 in State College, Pennsylvania. And Western Reserve Radio in Youngstown, Ohio.
This morning, I was lying on the floor, and I thought to myself, I just can't take this anymore. The life I'm living, I might as well be dead. That's when I heard a small voice in my head say, at the foot of the cross, the foot of the cross, salvation, redemption, a new life, this is what it will cause. Yeah, to bring all your troubles and treasures and count them as loss. Wrote myself over, as far as I could see. There was no one around, baby, there was nobody sitting next to me. Must be the end, I must be coming undone. But that voice, it just laughed and said, nope, only just begun. At the foot of the cross, the foot of the cross, salvation, redemption, a new life, this is what it will cost. Yeah, to bring all your troubles and treasures and count them as lost. That's what we did. Didn't come easy, because nothing happens overnight. But introspection, reflection, and prayer finally made me alright. Just when I thought I had nothing left to learn, you know that voice that spoke up and it said, now it's someone else's turn. At the foot of the cross, the foot of the cross, salvation, redemption, and God, what it will cost. Bring all your troubles and treasures and count them as a loss. To the foot of the cross, the foot of the cross. Now listen, I wake up each morning, I'm a born-again man. I've learned to live this life and follow the goal and the plan. That door is wide open, it's your turn to step across. Come in and join us at the foot of the cross.
All right, now that was a live recording Believe it or not, that sounds pretty damn decent, right? That was right here in our very studios here at Alien X Radio. Detroit Music Award-winning Sweet Crystal, the name of that band, and Foot of the Cross, the name of the tune. Love having them here. That was 2 years in a row now that they've done the Alien Xmas, or there are 36 hours of Alien Xmas. And, of course, they were very, very excited about doing next year's as well, which is going to be an ongoing thing, of course, here on Alien X Radio. Love the fact that bands come in here and they play their music and we get these great live recordings. And I also love the fact that I get to broadcast from this little bitty place just outside of Detroit, Michigan, in the United States, and I can be heard all over the world, just like if I was right next door to you. And it's really an awesome power that we have now, and we have to start using this power to work with each other, and because the big companies, they just want to control what you're hearing, and we don't want we want to have you guys control what you're hearing. That's why I open up the phone lines all the time. I open up to you guys. You guys tell me what it is that you want. So anyway, blah blah blah. Right? Let's get into the end of the show. It is the Easter edition of Inside the Mothership, loosely. And I decided that for the segment known as Just a Few Questions, since I don't have anybody to answer questions today and I didn't write any, I'm going to go back in time exactly 1 year from tomorrow. 1 year from tomorrow. This is where my head was back then. And if you've been following Just a Few Questions, I'm sure that you'll see either an evolution, a de-evolution, or a slipping into insanity, something of that nature. But 1 year ago tomorrow, it was Have You Ever or Never on Just a Few Questions. Let me get that. Where is that? We got to load that in there. 4/22/18. Have you ever or have you never?
Just a few questions.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Are you ready for just a few questions today?
Let me stretch this one out.
That's what I said when I was writing just a few questions.
All right,
I was
let's
gonna
do
stretch
this
one out. You know how I keep adding more and more questions to the individual questions so I get more questions by only saying there's 3 questions? Yeah, I did that a lot.
Okay, so
All right.
carry the one. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Just a few questions. Here we go. Question number 1.
Question number 1.
You have been invited by NASA to take part in an experiment studying the effects of weightlessness on testicles. You will spend 2 full weeks in orbit, and the entire time will be spent pantsless, spread eagle so that your junk can float. Do you, A, accept the mission, and I'm sure it's for some important research for some reason that's not so obvious.
As long as it's not for poop in the air, I'm down.
B, turn down the offer because you're too shy. Or C, take advantage of this opportunity and also take a lot of photos to sell on scrotfotes.com to make money when you get back to Earth.
Oh, so it's originally not paying?
Oh, no, they're paying you, yeah.
So I can get extra funds
yes.
by putting a
Scrotfotes.
For putting a licensing on my junk.
Right.
I can put a patent on my junk.
Exactly.
I'm totally down for C.
Totally down for C. That is the
Show me
answer.
the money. I'm not scared.
Not scared.
I'm not scared.
I would do it.
You want to do some research and pay me money to have my junk hanging out in space?
I would do that.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
How much you gonna give me? $5. Heck,
I'll do that for $3.50.
That's $5 more than when I wasn't getting paid. Let's do this.
Bring back that money that I gave to the Loch Ness Monster.
And then possibly make some extra cash on the side.
I'm with
Absolutely, since pimping's been pimping. I do it. Heck yeah.
I'm down to.
Sounds like a legit
business adventure.
That, and it sounds like a legit study that they want to do something with. Yep.
Sounds good to me.
Yep.
Number 2.
What's your number 2?
What's your number 2? You and your best friend get pulled over doing 75 in a 45 with 2 open beers, and the inside of your car smells like a dispensary. The officer asks you, A, you have to answer all 3 of these. He asks you, A, why were you going so fast? B, can you explain the beer and weed? And C, why do you think I should let you go?
So I have to answer all of these?
Yes. First one, why were you going so fast?
I wasn't paying attention to how fast I was going, officer. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. You weren't paying attention. Well, I was paying attention.
Okay, and I saw you going 75 in a 45.
Yeah, so, now can you explain the beer and weed?
Well, it's Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like partying.
Yeah. I get that. I had to work tonight.
Yeah.
Well, why do you think I should let you go? Come on, why do you think I should let you go? You're like, I'm on the spot, dude. You'd be on the spot then, too. I'm giving you training.
I know.
You should be preparing.
I should be. Aren't you the guy that I saw creeping around of my gym teacher's bedroom window?
You're free to go.
Thank you.
All right. I only have... Let me do this real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This is like a few.
I only have 1 question left.
And it's got 14
and
different
14
things.
parts.
Holy shite.
This one is kind of a segment inside of a segment. This one's called Have You Ever or Never?
Oh, okay.
Have you ever or never? So either yes, you've done this, or no, you've not done this. Okay. First one.
Oh.
Have you ever or never been to a triple X-rated movie theater?
Never.
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 Have you ever or never... I'm not going to say that every time. Gotten totally naked in a public restroom for whatever reason?
Totally naked?
Totally naked for whatever reason.
No.
We're not going to judge.
No.
No. You've never gotten totally naked in a public restroom?
Not totally naked.
Okay.
I've always had shoes on. Or socks.
Always had shoes. Ah, yeah.
I'm just being honest.
Yeah, you can elaborate on the answers. I love it. All right, next one. Have you ever farted in a grocery store? And if yes, in what aisle?
Oh, yes, and probably all of them.
All of them. Crop dust from one to the next.
I'm not scared.
Not scared at all.
I blame it on the old lady that's standing over there, looking at denture cream.
All right.
Man, lady, the Depends are over there, okay? Go get a new one.
It's not me.
Wasn't me.
All right. Have you ever peed or barfed in a gas station parking lot after a night at the bar?
Yes.
Yes, me too.
Yes.
Even one time it wasn't even after the bar. I was coming home from Cedar Point.
Ah.
I was just sick from Cedar Point.
The Raptor will do that to you.
Yeah. It was Iron Dragon. I was weak. No, I was kidding.
Oh.
As a kid riding your bike, have you ever ridden the bike with the spiked pedals and no shoes?
Yes.
Yes.
I wasn't. Yeah.
Jacked up your shins at some point, didn't you?
No.
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 Lucky you.
Not gonna lie though, it did kind of hurt. I remember we used to do it when we were like running back from swimming. When we were at a friend's house swimming, and you had to like run home or go home to do something. You just had to go home. You're wet. You couldn't put your stuff on. So, yep, done that.
Nice. Have you ever or never watched somebody undressing without them knowing you could see them?
No, that's creepy.
Yes, that's creepy.
That's creepy.
I'm glad that was a good answer. Because we're in close proximity.
Yeah.
There's a bathroom over there.
Right. And I still have my socks on.
Have you ever or never rented pornos from Family Video?
Never.
Never. I think it's weird and creepy that Family Video has the pornos.
Yes.
Should be just at a regular place.
Yep.
It says shady videos.
Videos you watch with your shades down.
Right. Have you ever or never spent a lot of time and energy cooking yourself something to eat, only to drop it on the floor and getting super bummed and you weren't able to eat it?
Yes.
That sucks. Next question. Have you ever got super bummed, picked it up and ate it anyway? No, come on. I didn't say you dropped it on a mud puddle or out in the street. On your clean kitchen floor. You spent all that time, just a chicken breast. You dropped it. And you're like, No? All right.
Just saying.
Have you ever or never danced with the devil by the pale moonlight?
Every night I go to bed next to my wife.
Wow. Have you ever or have you never been a dick just because you could for no reason at all?
I'd be a liar if I said I didn't.
All right.
So yes, I have.
Hurt yourself doing something to impress a chick?
Hurt myself? No.
Hurt yourself doing something your parents told you not to do?
Oh, yeah.
And last one. Have you ever or have you never pulled the hole in the popcorn bucket trick on a date?
The what?
The hole in the popcorn bucket trick on a date.
I'm going to have to say never because I don't know what that means.
Oh, come on. You don't know what that means?
I am being 100% honest with you. What is...
You put a hole in the bottom of the popcorn bucket.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
And then you tell her to keep eating and eating.
No,
and
man.
Eventually, she grabs a handful.
Dude, here's how I roll, dude. I just pull the pesci. Okay?
Pull the pesci.
I just
sit
pull the
down and go
pesci.
straight to business. Just get straight to it.
Yeah, is that right? Uh-huh.
All right. Well, on The Walking Dead, so maybe he'll come back. Who knows? All I'm saying is you all need to get up, because if Jesus can do it from the dead, you can do it if we're just recovering from a 420 hangover. All right? Until next time, this is Alien Stone saying peace.
Peter Cottontail. Up and down the bunny trail, hippity hoppity, Easter's on its way.